Alright guys, so happened to find a couple of these laying around. They are basically wire attachments for a towel rack. Just wire hung towel rack. And we're gonna put them up in this cavity up here in the roof and use them as blinds for curtains to be able to close off the bedroom area and insulate it a little bit more when it gets cold. I went ahead and grabbed a couple of these linen fabrics that I have. I'm going to probably dye the bottom of them black so it fades up to a white, sort of tying in this tile with the walls. And these Michelle gave me because they look better than the gold ones, and we're going to use those as the drape holders on the wall right at the bottom. So by using a couple of different types of towel racks, I am making a lightweight drape holder. So this was actually a towel rack as well. Luckily they left in a lot of wire. Now this is an IKEA brand, so go ahead and check them out if you want. You just tighten the wire in to that little guy, put the cover on, and string it across to the correct length and hook it into this one. So let me see if I can get a close-up here of what we're doing for you. Now this is like a little reverse key thing that you use for this. It's got reverse threads on both sides. One's male, one female. So basically you just turn it one way to tighten both sides. It's really, really smart, actually. I was impressed. So I'm gonna put a little eyelet up here in the dead center to hang that sconce on that we made, as well as give a little bit more support for the wire itself. And we will tighten this up. Alright guys, so what do you think? Let's go ahead and get those wall things mounted. Alright, so what I did there was I just attached it with the frame height of the window. That way we don't have to measure. We know exactly where it's going to be when we come out here. It'll be a little bit higher out of reach for my dogs so it doesn't grab onto it and try and play with it or anything. But I'm thinking that it'll drape around this way and hang down. It'll look really nice still, even when it's on the offset position, rather than just laying right here in the middle of the room. It'll sort of gather right here and drape down. Quick tip to those of you that live in apartments. You don't need to call your maintenance man to replace these at all if they fall off of the wall. It's the same as usually like any type of towel rack. They just have this little screw right here. Pick up a set of precision screwdrivers. You can tighten this little hole right here with one of the flat nose ones. Sometimes it takes Phillips. And it just tightens down on that metal piece that we hung up right there. Instant repair. You don't have to clean up or anything for that repair, man. I've lived in apartments a lot, and that is probably the #1 thing that busts all the time, very first off. So guys, what do you think? Do you like that new addition? Me personally, I think it's coming along quite nicely. I'm gonna see if I can get another one, hang a sheer right behind it so that we can let some of the light in if we want to block out everything else, and it will be quite awesome. Comment down below, should I add in more of these little hooks, or should I leave it where it's at, move it down closer to the ground? I'd like to hear your comments. Thanks guys. Now essentially what we are going to do, we're going to take this little wall sconce that I built out of an old lamp and hook it right there. Little carabiner. And voila! Grab the remote control. Perfect. Looks like the sensor is coming from the bed. Yeah, that's where I want it. Next up, let's go ahead and get the grout done. We should be getting this grout put into a video here for you, as well as maybe put some mirrors up here so that it can reflect the light a little bit better when we put these LED strips up in this recess. What do you guys think? You like where I'm going with this so far? Leave a like, leave a comment, share buttons down below. You know how this works. Have a good one, guys.